Heavens are telling the glory of God, the firmament proclaims his handiwork. Day to day pours forth speech, and night to night declares knowledge. Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to What You Know. What do you know? First, preliminary set to this day, the 25th day of May 2025. The contestants are set, ably set for action. Very quickly, I will call the contestants to introduce themselves.
Entry, Accra. Gumba John Lakobo.
A proud student of history, hail from the University of Ghana, Daniel Amuzu remains the name.
Unchangeable.
Edmond Boja is my name, a past student of Tamale Secondary School and a final year student of the University of Education, Winneba, the Science Department.
Thank you.
Amidou Fusseini, Community 1, Tema.
Period. Period. Because with all this profuse introduction, and that is why I think Alfred wanted to say something more. Apart from Accra, I thought you were saying something beyond Accra. Round one, question one. Now, I swear by Apollo, the physician, and Asclepius, the surgeon, likewise Hygeia and Panacea, and call all the gods and goddesses to witness that I will observe and keep this underwritten oath to the utmost of my power and judgment. I will reverence my master who taught me the art. Equally with my parents, will I allow him things necessary for his support and will consider his sons and brothers. I will teach them my art without reward or agreement, and I will impart all my acquirements, instructions, and whatever I know to my master's children as to my own, and likewise to all my peoples who shall bind and lie themselves by a professional oath, but to none else. This is part of a classic version of an oath by a professional body. What is the name of the oath? MP.
The African Union Charter.
The African Union Charter is a professional body.
African Union.
Yeah, the name of the oath. Daniel.
No idea.
Edmund.
No idea.
Amidi, what do you think?
Oath of allegiance.
It's a real allegiance in the way, you understand? The doctor is here, he knows. It is the Hippocratic Oath. The Hippocratic Oath. The oath that is taken by doctors when they are inaugurated or ushered in as doctors, you understand? The Hippocratic Oath. I swear by Apollo the physician, and he knows it. Listen, rainbow is a series of concentric colored arcs that may be seen when light from a distant source, most commonly the sun, falls upon a collection of water drops, as in rain, spray, or fog. Now, the rainbow is observed in the direction opposite to the sun. Now, state or mention the order of the colors in the rainbow, starting from the outside to the inside. You understand? State the color of the rainbow. And we've shown the scientific methodology by which rainbow is produced. In my message, your duty is to tell me the colors which are so spectacularly arrayed in the rainbow, starting from the outside inwards. Can you do all? This is not being put forward as a democratic display so that you're all entitled to one color.
Okay.
All the colors. Yes. Amuzu, what did you read?
Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet.
It is correct. It is correct. It is correct. When you learn this in primary school, I suppose.
Yes, sir.
Red,
Orange,
yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet.
Yes, sir.
Yes. These are the colors. Amuzu, but tell me, who is an ultra-crepidarian? Ultra-crepidarian. Let me spell it. Ultra, U-L-T-R-A, crep, C-R-E-P-I-D-A-R-I-A-N. Ultra-crepidarian. Who is he? What is he?
No idea.
Who or what is? Yes, Edmund.
Someone who deals with sound.
Sound. Where is the sound concepts in the formulation of the name here? Where does sound appear? Ultra. You know ultra, what it means. And then crepidarian. Minu, pass. Alfred, help us.
No idea.
You see, somebody who offers opinions about things he knows nothing about. You understand? I think that we have, such people in the environment. It is so dangerous. They will offer so the name should be noted. You should all imbibe this particular name. You understand? Learn it. Ultra crepidarian. Yeah? Offers opinions, advice, statements, and so on, and they know nothing about what they are talking about. Yeah? Stepping beyond their expertise is an ultra crepidarian. Now, but what is given to the outermost region of the sun? There is a name. The outermost region. The sun is there. You understand?
Yes, sir.
It has regions around it, columns. The outermost part.
Sir, is
What
corona.
name, technical name is given?
Corona.
Corona. Corona. But I think it has nothing in relation, in relationship with the coronavirus. I don't think so. But this is the corona, the outer part. Now, the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, commonly known as the Soviet Union, was transcontinental country. It was a transcontinental country that spanned much of Eurasia from 1922 until it was dissolved, you understand, abysmally, in 1991. Now name the former Soviet states with Tashkent as capital. Buja.
Edmond Buja, yeah.
Buja. The former Soviet states which had Tashkent as the capital.
No idea.
Husseini Hamidu. No? Yes.
Kyrgyzstan.
Kyrgyzstan.
Yeah.
Muzu. What is it, Kyrgyzstan?
Yeah.
Is it
Muzu.
Afghanistan?
Afghanistan. Afghanistan was part of the Soviet Union. Uzbekistan. Uzbekistan. Edwin. Now, the African Union, AU, is a continental union of a number of member states located on the continent of Africa. Now, the AU was announced in the Sirte Declaration in Sirte, Libya, 9th September 1999, calling for the establishment of the African Union. Now, when was the bloc launched? The African Union.
9th July 2002.
9th July 2002. It's correct. I think the African Union is in the news recently. It's in the news. I think we're having yes, oh yes. You're right. 9th July 2002. Boja, now, Midu. Now, this city and country that hosted the launch, it was a very historic event, you understand? And it took place in a particular city in Africa. You understand?
Durban. South Africa, Durban.
Durban, South Africa. Durban, South Africa. So now that we are still in the realm of this very, august African body, Alfred, what's the numerical strength? What is the number of countries?
55.
55 for 3 points. Now, the intention of the AU was to replace the Organization of African Unity, which was launched on 25th May 1963 in Addis Ababa. Now, when was the Organization of African Unity disbanded? When? AU brought in as a very important political item to replace the OAU. And I'm asking you, when was the OAU disbanded, dispatched? When was it cancelled?
2001.
Full date.
2001. July 2001.
Is July 2001 a full date? Oh. So, Boja, what's the full date?
9th July 2002.
9th what? February.
No, July
Go on, you've not finished.
2002.
That is the answer. Whole question was brought to your door. You declared the 2002 as the day the bloc was launched. Huh? And so the demise of the old bloc, obviously, was the same date, 9th July 2002. Aminu, one of the key objectives of the African Union is the achievement of greater unity, the cohesion and solidarity among the African countries and the African nations. Now, the African Union is made up of both political and administrative bodies. Now, name the highest decision-making organ. You understand? It has bodies, strata of bodies. You understand? Inside the union. What is the highest decision-making organ of the AU? Boja.
Is they assemble a member decision body.
They assemble. Aminu is beginning to think about what you are saying. I think that he thinks there is some lingering wisdom. There's a taint of disappearing wisdom.
The executive.
Oh, but you turned it upside down. He told you something. He said there was something. I won't repeat it. He said something, but you turned that one into executive, which is misnomic.
The Assembly of African Union.
The Assembly of the African Union. the idea was modeled, in his brain. So he poured out something called to assemble some people and so on. So you knew it. But this is the nature of, you understand, great people like you in what you do. The knowledge will be there, but it is not easy. There's so much knowledge in the world. Now, the Assembly of the African Union, Alfred. Now, you see, the Executive Council is one of the 7 institutions of the African Union as described in the Constitutive Act of the African Union. Now, according to the Constitutive Act, the Executive Council is subordinate to the Assembly of the African Union, somewhat akin to the European Council. The Council elects members to the Commission of the African Union, which is the Union's executive branch. Despite its name, the Executive Council has no executive power. Instead, the Council executes its policy through the Commission and various executive branches of its member states. Which people make up the Executive Council? What caliber of people? What status?
The independent African states.
The independent African states. The individual independent make up. Are they people? I said, which people? Now, countries are human beings.
Which people?
Which people? What kind of personalities make up the Executive Council? Muzu.
No idea.
Boja,
I'm the president of countries.
you are coming. So, the ratification lies with you, Amidu.
The chairman. The chairman of...
Andrew, you started. Amidu is mentioning chairman. But you see, he mentioned what? Presidents. You understand? So your duty was to modify it. Quietly. To foreign ministers. Foreign ministers of the member states. Not the president, but the foreign ministers of the member states. Now, the Netherlands, also known as Holland, is a member of the European Union. Now, it has its capital as Amsterdam, but where is the seat of government?
The Hague.
Sorry?
The Hague.
The Hague is correct. The Hague is correct. Now, before I draw the curtain of the first round, phobia, not has phobia, but the phobia which is commonly referred to the fear of something, generally a type of anxiety, a disorder that causes an individual to experience extreme, irrational fear about a situation, living creature, place, or object. Chronophobia, for instance, is what? For all of you.
Fear of time.
The fear of time, which you have clearly identified. But I'm going to give you a list of them. And that is where the problem, the phobias, the real phobias would emanate. The real phobias would emanate from this area. Let's see. If you started this one. Muzu. Is it nyctophobia? Nycto. Nycto. What kind of phobia? Nyctophobia.
Fear of heights.
Heights. You know, some of these things that are deducible, they can be deduced from the nature of the name. It could be Latinic. It could emanate from the French language, anything.
It's the fear of darkness.
The fear of darkness is correct. The fear of darkness. Somebody was trying to equate it with fear of or something black or something. There is a world of difference between darkness and, what do you call it? Something black. No. Darkness. Now, but again, glossophobia. Glosso. Glosso. Glosso.
Fear of flowers.
Glosso. Where did flowers come from? Glosso.
Fear of beauty.
Glosso. I nearly mentioned something because we had a link.
Fear of sound.
You're coming. Amidu. We are in the vicinity. Alfred.
The fear of ugly things.
What?
The fear of ugly things.
Of what?
Ugly things.
Ugly thing. No, but the fear of sound appeared to have brought into sharp focus the reality on the ground. But Amudu.
Is the fear of speaking too much in tongues or?
No. It's not a laughable thing. It's not laughable because he has an idea. Glossolalia. I think it has a connection sound. Glossolalia. Because glossophobia is a fear of public speaking. Standing before people and speaking is a glossophobia. Glossolalia is what?
Speaking too much in tongues.
You're speaking in tongues, and so I think that's a correct. This one is glosso. That one is a lalia. This one is a phobia. Now, Edmund. So this one is glossophobia, sphere of public speaking. Is it Boja?
Yes, please.
Boja. Gerascophobia. Gerasco.
Please, the spelling.
Gerasco.
G-E-R.
G-E-R.
Fear of age.
Sorry?
Fear of age.
I'll allow that one. Sorry. So no, like geriatrics, not to geriatrics. It comes from there. Geriatrics. Gerasco. Fear of growing. But I think I should have been a bit hesitant too. Because fear of age.
Fear of old age.
Fear of age, I would reduce the number of points. Honestly speaking, because it is not matched completely. There is the idea. The idea is there. I know you know it. But it's also properly put. If you say fear of age,
Or an old age.
fear of age. No, the fear of growing, of aging, not age. I think I should deny you everything. No, I don't think so. 1 point. Amidu. Aviophobia. You should know it. Avio.
The fear of height.
Second chance for you.
The fear of sky.
No, I think you've given the thing driven
The fear
into
of aeroplane.
driven the thing into the camp of Alfred. What's it?
The fear of aeroplane.
No,
Plane.
Amuzu will do it. Otherwise, Buja is waiting.
The fear of flying.
No.
The fear of helicopters. Or
So you are still not wise by that, what do you call it? Slip that was introduced by Boja. The fear of flying Boja, for 1 point. Yeah. The fear of flying. Avio. Avio. The fear of flying. Boja. Oneirophobia. Final question here. Oneiro. O-N-E-I-R-O. O-N-E-I-R-O. Oniero. Phobia. Oneiro. You, Boja? Yes, we are dealing with you.
The fear of beard.
My beard, or someone else's. Mine is a tiny one. You shouldn't be afraid of this beard. Amidu. This thing has dropped before.
The fear of dreams.
The fear of dreams. The fear of dreams. The fear of dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, and this is where we draw the curtain on the first round of the competition. End of round one.
The Ghana Traditional Council, on behalf of the entire Ghana state, announces the annual ban on drumming and noise-making as part of the sacred rites leading to the Homo Festival.
Ghana mamu. Timfe anale. Adeshin. Imlae ni ko wogma dumo. Wongwe. Wokusuni. Wakabachuni.
The ban across the Ghana state will take effect from Monday, May 12th to Thursday, June 12th, 2025. However, Osu, La, Teshi, Nungwa, Tema, Boom, Pram Pram, and Ningo traditional areas will observe their bans separately, with dates to be announced by their various councils. During this period, all visitors are required to comply with the following regulations. Religious activities to be confined within premises without the use of external loudspeakers, no drumming, clapping, or use of musical instruments in public places, no roadside evangelism or street preaching with loudspeakers. There will be no funeral or burial ceremonies within this period, up until the 20th of June 2025. This practice is not only a cultural tradition, but also protected under the 1992 Constitution of Ghana, ensuring the preservation of our customs and identity. A dedicated task force, in collaboration with the Regional Security Council, Metropolitan, Municipal and District Assemblies, as well as the Ghana Police Service, will strictly enforce compliance. We urge all residents, institutions and visitors to respect this sacred tradition as we uphold our cultural heritage and foster social harmony. Nyacha, New Manyaba.
The person doesn't know anything about it. But
Community 1 Tema has 3 points. Daniel Amuzu, University of Ghana, Legon, has 4 points. Edmond Boja, formerly of Tamale Secondary School and a student of University of Education, Winneba, has 7 points. And in the lead is Alfred Entry from Accra with 8 points.
yes, thank you very much, Alfred. Entry is now in the lead after the first round of the competition. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the time for us to usher ourselves into the second realm of this procedure. Round 2, question 1. Is it Boja? Alfred, you are still there. Alfred, in ethology, animal locomotion is any of a variety of methods that animals use to move from one place to another. Now, some modes of locomotion are self-propelled. For example, running, swimming, jumping, flying. They are self-propelled. Animals move for a variety of reasons. They could move to find food, to escape predators, and so on. But I'm going to mention the name of an animal, and your duty will be to tell me how they move, the name of the movement. For example, a dog does what?
It
Runs. That one is commonplace. But what do you think, Alfred, an ape does? Ape.
They swing.
They swing. That's correct. They swing. They swing. They swing. Amuzi, if an ape swings, you see, you understand? And you know the manner in which it actually moves from tree to tree, swinging left and right. A bee, what would it do by way of movement?
A bee.
A bee.
Flits.
Sorry?
It flits.
Flits is correct. It flits. Boja, you boldly told me about the manner in which a dog moves. What about a duck? You may know it. A duck.
Daggers. Daggers.
It guggles.
Daggers.
What's the name of it? Daggles. What? I can't hear you.
Daggering. Daggering.
Dangles. But how can it dangle? Where? It will be dangling in the water. Where? Amidu, what do you think the duck could be doing?
It duckles.
No, because it's a duck. So if it is a mouse, it will muscles. And if it's a bee, it will bristles. A duck does not duckle. I know where the idea is, but it is misplaced. Alfred.
They waddle.
Sorry?
Waddle.
It was what?
Waddle.
Waddle! It waddles. You understand? That methodology, that manner of paddling in the water is waddling. It's a waddle and not a duckle. Hyena, what would they do? Sorry, Entry.
They laugh. Laugh.
You want me to laugh at this one? I can't laugh, of course. I know you're all brilliantly performing. your performance is not laughable. But a hyena, there's no laugh. I know the animal you're thinking about.
The hyena.
He said, don't laugh like a what? What's the animal's name they mentioned?
Like a jackal.
Jackal. It's not a jackal here.
Hyena.
It's not a jackal.
The hyena.
But even here, we're not talking about speech. We're talking about movement. A hyena. Amuzu.
Scampers.
Look. Amuzu.
It prowls.
It prowls. It prowls. A hyena prowls. You know the word he. What about a lion then? Edmund.
It prowls.
What? Prowls.
Prowls.
The first one prowls. This one is what?
Same thing.
So after did you tell me prowls?
No.
But the pronunciation, yes, the same prowl. That's correct. The hyena prowls. The lion equals. Prowls. Prowls. Now, Amidu, this creature is a mud puppy. I know this one, it will be a can of worms for you because it's not commonplace at all. What sort of creature is a mud puppy? You see, first you have to know what mud puppy itself is before you go to the...
Is it a pig?
No. Mud puppy. That is how it is called. But the name, the real natural name of the creature, mud puppy. M-U-D. Puppy. P-U-P-P-Y. Alfred.
Salamander.
A salamander.
Wow.
It's a salamander. Now, Ghana's male boxing team is known as the Black Bombers, and the youth team, the Black Rockets. But what is the name of Ghana's female boxing team? Let me see. Afri. Who's that? Afri. Yes. The male, in the first place, you know what a mud puppy is? What's a mud puppy?
Salamander.
No. How did you acquire the name mud puppy? You know?
No, but I've read about a salamander.
Okay. You should teach us. Teach them.
It's a seabird.
But the name of the...
A bird in the sea.
Or of the what?
Female.
The female boxing team. The male is what? Black Bomb. The youth team is what? Black Rockets. Female boxing team. Amuzu. Oh, we're still with Alfred. Amuzu.
The Black Queens.
Oh.
Or the boxing.
Well, so that team there has been abolished or something. They no longer exist. Black Queens. So they are now boxing.
Boja.
Boja.
It's called a white.
Maybe it's not black bombers, then they are white bombers. White bombers, because they are women. Half of the men you bomb black. Then the women will bomb white. But the men are black, not so.
You seen?
Aminu,
No idea.
what about you? And you started. Black hitters. Hits. Everything about us is black. Don't go to whites. The black, not black hitters. Not white or blue hitters, but black. Hitters. Now, there was this boxer. He went by the accolade or the nickname Brown Bomber. Brown Bomber. Who was he?
Joe Louis.
Joe Louis was Black Bomber. Joe Louis was Black Bomber. Amuzu. Now, there is this fish which derives its name from its long whisker-like barbels. whiskers. A fish. What fish?
A mudfish.
Well, I'll give it to you. Sometimes it's called mudfish, but catfish. Catfish. But I think it's also known as mudfish somehow. So, mudfish, catfish. Edmund, the name of the small blood vessels that connect small arteries with small veins. You understand? Take it easy. Small blood vessels, they connect small arteries to small veins. Connects. What is the name of such blood vessels?
Plasma.
Blood vessels. I'm not talking about the.
Oh, sorry, white blood cells.
Oh.
Veilets.
No. What do you say? No. Yes, tree.
The right ventricle.
You said, what were you trying to say, Edmund?
White blood cells.
Why are you now tuned to those white concepts? White white bombers. Now everything about you is so white. Anyway, that's an inspiration to all of us. Whiteness of things. Yeah. Great. Muzu.
Red blood cells.
No, I think that you are taking the thing at a certain unfortunate tangent. They are called capillaries. Capillaries. But what metric unit of volume is equal to 1 cubic decimeter?
This question is that.
Who is talking? Boja. Huh? In volumes. For example, if you take water in volumes, what metric unit of volume of water?
Is the question the full question?
That's the full question. Or I want a fuller question. What metric unit of volume is equal to 1 cubic decimeter? Let's rack our brains. Sorry?
Centimeter.
No. I'm talking about volumes, and you say centimeter.
Centimeter cube.
No. Metric unit, in the metric unit system. Volumes. That's why I equated it with water. You understand? What volume, metric unit volume, is equal to 1 cubic decimeter?
1,000 meters.
No, it's equal to 1 cubic. It's not common anyway. Yes, LG.
1 liter.
1 liter is correct. 1 liter is correct. Now there is this creature known as Palomino. What creature?
A horse.
The horse is correct. Abudu.
Yeah.
Tell me, now, homicide is an act of omission or commission which results in death of another person. But what do you think is an excusable homicide? Excusable.
Mercy killing or euthanasia?
No. I mean, I gave you the preface, and that is a prelude.
Please, the question again.
Yes. You see, homicide. It is an act or omission or commission which results. And I said, when you are said to have committed homicide, it's an act or a commission which results in the death of that person. So, if it is an excusable homicide, what does it mean? Don't you understand? Amidu will do this one for us. Homicide is the act or omission. The act of omission or commission which results in the death of another person. What is excusable? Edwin?
Femicide.
No? Do it.
Manslaughter.
You sound so technical. But I'll give it to you for a bonus. I'll give you. He's speaking as a technical person. It is a manslaughter, all right. It is a pure manslaughter. You understand? Now, such death could occur as a result of an accident. You see, as a result of an accident. Now, the occurrence of an accident, if the defense is properly put in courts, could, result in a charge of manslaughter and not murder. So an excusable homicide could be manslaughter, and it is correct. One which the death of a person occurs as a result of an accident, which could be equated to manslaughter. Now, if an excusable homicide is one in which the death of the person occurs as a result of an accident, you understand? Then what is a justifiable homicide? You understand? So, and that's the last question here. You should do this one. I've explained.
Lawful killing.
If every time you take us through another course. You see? Every time you take us through another technical course. You understand? Hey.
Or legal killing. Legitimate killing.
I'll allow you anyway. You understand? Justifiable homicide, you understand? But he takes, I think he's a legal personality, so he knows what he's talking about. You understand? Now, when it is, what do you call it? Excusable homicide, it could be the one which results from accidents. But when it is justifiable, it could also stem, there are other factors anyway, but it could also stem from self-defense. You understand? That's a justifiable homicide. You killed to defend yourself. It is justifiable, and the charge could be reduced from murder to manslaughter and so on. So it's the kind of death which occurs in the event of one defending himself. End of round two.
In a world where clean water and effective waste management are crucial, where well-designed roads and drainage systems are vital, and in a nation where innovation and technological progress are advancing, then the question will be, where is Ghana positioned in her urban development? What efforts are stakeholders making to ensure that our urban cities are livable? Join me and the professionals as we delve into the root causes and examine practical solutions, raise awareness, drive change, and strive for a cleaner and safer environment that can impact our daily lives. Watch Public Concern on GTV this and every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Public Concern, the urban agenda.
Good morning.
It's a good morning, and we serve you breakfast.
Not just any breakfast.
Sizzling helping.
And there's much more on offer on GTV Breakfast.
So what's your pleasure than Votras here at that time of the morning?
You want it served buffet style, complimentary breakfast?
On-site restaurant?
Or room service?
We've got you covered.
From Monday to Friday at 6 a.m.
With a trusted team.
So never skip breakfast.
On GTV Breakfast.
Welcome to the highly anticipated second edition of Spectacle.
This is the pressure we're talking about.
The scope of the producer's work.
From there, we just jumped on the train.
Chapter 2, Chapter 3 to 6. Your ultimate destination to an unparalleled entertainment experience. Get ready for the hottest vibes, the juiciest gossip, and unfiltered interviews featuring top-notch pundits. We will dive into the latest buzz from Parliament.
The micro-minority.
Showcasing the best-dressed MPs and highlighting the funniest quotes of the day. We will explore the intriguing, ugly moments in entertainment. Join me your fabulous big sister Hagar, as we uncover these and many more other captivating stories in the thrilling journey through the entertainment landscape.
This man is an angel in Africa.
As we always say, spectacle, it's all about the entertainment.
At the end of the second round of today's contest, Amidou Fuseni has 7 points. Daniela Muzu also has 10 points. Edmond Boja has 11 points. And still in the lead is Alfred Entry with 20 points.
We have here in our midst venerable individuals, the Reverend Father Enoch Entry of the Cape Coast Archdiocese. Welcome him, Reverend Entry. Thank you very much, Reverend. You're welcome. And Dr. Julius Patamia, Esquire, ladies and gentlemen, our lawyer, doctor, and well-known, what do you know, virtuoso. Put your hands together for them. Round 3, question 1. We have 7 minutes to administer proceedings here. Yes, who's turn? Yes, Entry. Now, in literature, similes are figurative expressions which exist and vividly paint a picture of an image or a subject. Now, it compares two, the similar things. That is similar, but their similarity can be linked to a particular issue. Like, for example, as blind as... So tell me these, continue these similes. As blind as...
A bat.
A bat is correct. Amuzu, as gentle as what? As Amuzu? Maybe. But these are specificities in the English language. You cannot change them. Yours could be correct. Maybe that person...
As gentle as a lion.
Gentle? Can we invite some lions into the studio? Boja, you're racking your brains.
I've forgotten.
You've forgotten. What do you think, Amidou?
I said down.
No? Gentle? Yes. Daniel MP. Alfred MP. A lamb. Lamb. A lamb. Lamb. As fast as what? As fast. Fast. What is fastness? As fast as...
Cheetah.
A cheetah? Oh, you're okay.
As fast.
A cheetah. But you see, the cheetah could be fast.
Light.
Sorry?
As fast as light or sound.
I'll give you 2 points. You see, the idea, 2 points, not the other 3. Put your hands there. In fact, I could have marked you down. It's 1 point. You see, because it is a specificity. You can't modify it in any way. You see, light, it's also fast. But this is lightning. As fast as lightning, to 1 point. Fast as lightning. Boja, as quiet as... Quiet. As quiet. We have just about 4 minutes to go. Quiet.
Cemetery.
No. As quiet. Yes, Alfred G.
As a velvet.
As what?
Velvet.
I didn't hear.
Velvet.
I can't hear you.
Velvet.
Rabbit.
Velvet.
Velvet. Daniel, did you start this one?
No.
So
as quiet as the
quiet.
sea.
As a what?
The sea.
You think the sea is quiet? Go and stand on the beach in the early hours of the morning and listen to the roar of the sea, the roar. Boja started it. As quiet as a mouse. The mouse. It's quiet. Sneaky. Quiet. That is why it is equated in this simile. Equated with, this adjective. Now listen. As strong as Ziboja. Strong.
As he knew.
Huh?
He knew.
Nail.
Kneel.
Nail.
Kneel.
Nail. The nail. The nail would bend, when they come into hammers. Hey, as strong.
As lion.
Yes, but they did not fix the lion did not win the contest here. The lion did not win. It's unfortunate. MP, the lion did not win. As strong as Muzu.
Still.
As strong as an ox. Ox. O-eggs. O-eggs, you understand? O-eggs. Now, what is the name given to an individual who makes a will? Boja. Somebody who makes a will. What name? Technically. You've forgotten. Amidu remembers. Testator for 1 point. Now listen very quickly. As this is the last column in this contest. Now the Constitution that established the Fourth Republic provided a basic charter for Republican democratic government. It declares Ghana to be a unitary republic with sovereignty residing in the Ghanaian people, intended to prevent future coups, dictatorial governments, and one-party states is designed to establish the concept of oversharing, power sharing. Now, the document reflects lessons learned from the abrogated Constitution 1957, 1969, 1969, and 1979, and incorporates provisions and institutions drawn from the British and American constitutional method. Now, the executive is responsible for both determining the implementation of government policy. The president is the head of the executive, who is the But tell me, who is the current minister for local government, chieftaincy affairs, and religious affairs? Chieftaincy, religion, local government. Who is there? Muzu. Boja. Amidu. What's his name? We've gone through a lot of political activity since December 2024. There's a lot of political work, political storm up to this stage.
Ahmed Ibrahim.
Sorry?
Ahmed Ibrahim.
Ahmed Ibrahim. Ahmed Ibrahim. Now, the Minister for Gender, Children, Social Protection. Quickly. We have about 3 minutes more to go. Gender, children, social protection. So immediately your mind should swerve to the other side. Eh? The whites. The white haters. Eh? The whites. Amudu. You should swerve. Yes.
Honorable Buja.
Hey, your sister, or is your mother?
Dr. Namomo.
Sorry?
Dr. Namomo.
Namomo latte. Agnes, Namomo latte. But the Minister for Labor, Jobs, Employment. This time, you understand, specific states, jobs. Minister for Labor, Jobs, Employment. Yes, G.
Eric Opoku.
Eric Opoku, no. Muzu.
Malik Basinta.
Look, Boja. No idea. What about your sister? Amidu, you started this one.
Yeah, I started it.
Power Pool. Abdul Rashid Power Pool. Very quickly. Honorable Ibrahim Butala Mohammed is the Minister for Environment, you know? You're cognizant. Science and Technology. But who is the Minister for Youth Development Empowerment? Who? Amidu. 2 minutes to go. Youth development and empowerment. Who is the minister? MG. Amuzu.
Honorable Malik Basintali.
Boja. George Opare Ado. Middle. Meat of a cow. Let's leave the ministers now. Let them go and do their work. Let them do their work. The meat of a cow is what? Beef. Is beef. But how would you call the meat of a goat? You see something?
Chevron.
Sorry?
Chevron.
Chevron is correct. Chevron. Auntie, what are the meat of a deer? You see, we eat deer here. But we should know, maybe one day they will start bringing deer, the meat of the deer for consumption. You don't know. The deer, the meat of a deer is called what?
Mouton.
Moto.
Mouton.
Is it Ghana?
M-U-T-T-O-N.
Mutton. Oh, no. No, it's not. That is not. No. The meat of a deer is not mutton. Muzo. Boja. Game. Fuseni.
No idea.
It's venison. Venison. You mentioned chevron for goats. Chevron, goat. Make a mental note. Deer, venison. What about the meat of a lamb? Lamb.
Mutton.
It's called what?
Mutton.
Use your motto.
Martin.
Martin. I thought you said motto. Martin. This is lamb. L-A-M-B. Lamb. It's pronounced lamb. Lamb. Amuzu.
Is it the slew?
Slew. Boja.
Is it the venison?
But we finished without the venison. CS Muzu. Middle. Final question.
Mutton.
But the same thing. The mutton which has been muttoned around, and different, what do you call it, pronunciations and so. The lamb is a lamb. The lamb is lamb. The meat of lamb is lamb. End of the competition.
MedShay, natural mosquito repellent, highly recommended by Ministry of Health, CHAS and GES, lab tested by Noguchi Medical, field trialed by Atomic Energy Commission. It has no chemical or side effects and is good for all ages and skin type. MedShay is available nationwide. Contact us on 0244892413. This advert is approved by FDA.
The Ghana Traditional Council, on behalf of the entire Ghana state, announces the annual ban on drumming and noise-making as part of the sacred rites leading to the Homo Festival.
Ghana mamu. Timfe anale. Akeshin. Imlae ni ko wogma dumo. Wongmehe. Wakusuni. Wakabachuni.
The ban across the Ghana state will take effect from Monday, May 12th to Thursday, June 12th, 2025. However, Osu, La, Teshi, Nungwa, Tema, Boom, Pram, and Ningo traditional areas will observe their bans separately, with dates to be announced by their various councils. During this period, all visitors are required to comply with the following regulations. Religious activities to be confined within premises without the use of external loudspeakers, no drumming, clapping, or use of musical instruments in public places, no roadside evangelism or street preaching with loudspeakers. There will be no funeral or burial ceremonies within this period up until the 20th of June 2025. This practice is not only a cultural tradition, but also protected under the 1992 Constitution of Ghana, ensuring the preservation of our customs and identity. A dedicated task force, in collaboration with the Regional Security Council, Metropolitan, Municipal and District Assemblies, as well as the Ghana Police Service, will strictly enforce compliance. We urge all residents, institutions and visitors to respect this sacred tradition as we uphold our cultural heritage and foster social harmony. Nyacha, New Manyaba.
through a series of wonderful activities. The Complete Woman Talk Show. We're going to take you through Faith Talk, the DRN world. The Complete Woman will be highlighting on education, making sure that health information is well disseminated to the people who must know. And the Faith Talk is to raise and heighten your faith to ensure that your faith is placed at the right level. And the DRN world, we making the women bold, beautiful, and stronger.
Hi, this is GBC Client Service.
Hello, thank you for calling.
GBC provides you the platform to amplify your brand reach. When you advertise on our 7 TV channels
and 18 regional and district radio stations across the country.
Please reach our sales department at sales@gbcghanaonline.com and telephone numbers 0303 959604 and 0303 959605.
For all customer care issues, reach us by email care@gbcghanaonline.com and on telephone 030-3959-605 and 030-3959-606.
GBC, still the most authentic voice.
At the end of the final round of today's What Do You Know contest, Edmond Boja had 11 points. Daniel Amuzu also had 11 points. Amidou Fuseni came with 12 points. And Alfred Entry from Accra topped with 24 points.
Yes, so Amidou Fuseni climbed slowly and registered himself in a position which would grant him entry into the next round of the competition. But in consonance with tradition, ladies and gentlemen, I would invite you to put your hands together for this personality who has emerged triumphant at the end of the whole competition. A personality who has entered the competition for the very first time. Ladies and gentlemen, he described himself as having come from Accra. Welcome, Alfred Entry. He has come here with his twin brother, who hopes to enter the competition in the fullness of time. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why we draw the curtain on the finality of the program. Lord bless you and keep you. Lord let his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. Lord lift up your countenance upon all of you and grant you peace. On this note and until the same time, next week when we bring you questions from archaeology to zoology, and on behalf of my producer, Francis Mensah, Kinsley Abuaji, Francis Teterado, Collins Mensah, Samuel Logo, Christola Ayinkura, Felicity Ababiade, Sedina Mensah, John Pobi, William Akochiakwa, Benizero, 2 patients, the Vuramu, and of course the one and only person we know here, the irrepressible, Kanjaga Lagatu. This has been your quiz master. Ghana Ferriebo asking you here. And those out there, it is what? What?